Hello everybody. I am just getting started. I don't know what I've just done, so we're gonna stop. I think we all know I'm not so great at the Periscope. So first, happy Friday! It is Falcon's Friday. I had to settle for red gear or just a red top instead of gear today because I had to go into the office. So super fun day. Good news is home. It's the weekend. And what does that mean? It's getting close to game time. Well, it's not as close for us as everybody else because we have the Sunday night football game. So super excited about that. Super excited that it's the prime time game and also that it's our first home game. I feel like last week was like a good game and, it was a game and season's back. But just knowing that next week you're going to be back at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and be able to see the team live, at least because I live in Charlotte, at least with the Panthers playing out in San Francisco last week, then our game was actually on the regular stations here, so I got to enjoy the game from my own sofa and scream bad things that probably shouldn't be screamed in public, but sorry, I was choked up. Agreed. Last week's game was a little bit of a hot mess. Of course, if you check out FalconAlleyFootball.com, you can see my write-up on that and a little bit of outtakes and thoughts on that. But it was a little bit of a hot mess. It wasn't the prettiest thing. But if you watch some of the other games, nobody is stand out, blasting away. I think we all know that game last night. Woo! But my boy Deshaun Watson showed out, so that was good. The Texans got a win in. But nobody was really shining. We've got Green Bay coming in this week. And yeah, they beat Seattle, but neither team looked really good. So I can't remember the score off the top of my head, but it wasn't a huge score. They didn't, like I said, they didn't lights out against Seattle. I don't think either team looked super duper great. Again, we didn't look super. Because I said that, and I know a lot of people are frustrated, and that's really why I wanted to get on here and talk for a little bit today. I know a ton of people were like super frustrated with the game last week, and the defense is horrible. They're letting this go, and the offense can't do anything, and with Sark here and all this. Remember, there's a ton of games that we've won and beat the heck out of people without Julio doing anything except decoying and blocking. And by that, I don't mean not doing anything. Without having stats, without having big numbers. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Julio at all. We need to work on our O-line. Blocking was really the biggest thing. And obviously our defense, they were rapping. They were hitting pretty hard. A lot of the time they had a ton of missed tackles, mainly on that running back. He was killing us. I heard somebody talking about fantasy this week. Would you pick up blah, blah? I was like, yeah, I'd pick up that Bears running back. I don't care who they're playing. He was lights out. He was basically single-handedly going to beat the Falcons. So, but he didn't, so that's good. But you notice we played, guys weren't, except for him, most of the guys were not getting a lot of yards after the catch. So that's really good. So our defense was right there and stomping them and laying them out. But they were letting them get that far. We did have several sacks. I think Brooks Reed knows that. We had 4 sacks last week, so that's pretty awesome. Devondre Campbell, I noted early, second sentence I wrote was Devondre was balling out. Love Devondre. He's so awesome. So glad for him. Had a super good game. Obviously, Brooks Reed had a really good game because not only did he have that the winning tackle / sack / game winning moment, but he started early. He had a sack not as early in the game because Vic had, of course, the first sack. But he had a sack there. He had a lot of good pursuits as well. Other people that didn't have stats were definitely contributors. They were getting in the quarterback's face. They were disrupting stuff. They were disrupting patterns and everything. So Duke Riley, again, rookie. I think we all have seen that coming. He really balled out and looked really good too. There's some of this stuff, but not that big of a deal. Tack, again, he wasn't in there as much. I think 17 plays maybe. Because he's used in that nickel package, so he's not going to be in there all the time, but when he is, he's going to be fierce. So there's a couple when you could see that he maybe didn't get his name called, but he wasn't on those tackles. And by the time they got the third guy in, they're not listing those, but a lot of these guys were really balling out this week, so super excited. Julio, Turbo, Tevin, and Freet, none of those guys had really huge games, so you know that they're going to get into the games this week. Sanu had a couple of good big catches. Of course, Julio had a couple of catches. Austin Hooper, you know, don't sleep on Austin Hooper, or do, because that's okay with us. Got wide open twice. That's the best part, twice. And Julio loves it. He doesn't care. He wants the Falcons to win. He doesn't care about his stats. He doesn't care about catches, yards, any of that kind of stuff. So he wants the team to win. And if he has to be a decoy, if he has to be a blocker, you notice he's down there blocking, as well as Sanu, Turbo, whoever. Again, another guy, shout out to Justin Hardy. Didn't see, like I said, big stats on Justin, but if you watched, he was doing some good things out there. Special teams as well, a lot of blocking, a lot of good stuff going on for him. Andre Roberts definitely showed out on our special teams. Had one called back, but which kind of sucks because you don't get that stat even if you did something. Like, the coach has got you marked down, but it still sucks that you don't get those stats for something really good. Had, you know, several penalties that caused some stuff. O-line had some penalties. And the O-line, I don't want to say was questionable, but that was getting a little too much pressure for my liking. But I probably said some things that, you know, the Schweitzer family wouldn't appreciate. But I also am a huge Ben Garland fan, so we'll see how that goes. Matt, I know, talked this week. He's not worried about the O-line. He's not worried about Schweitzer. He's going to pick it up. He is in his second year, but it is his first year actually really playing. Definitely, obviously starting, but really playing and stuff. So, remember our defense, a lot of these guys are second and third year guys now, and we're also starting rookies, which we did last year as well. And all those guys are now in their second year. So, you know, Debo, Keanu, who laid out somebody, you know, those guys are going to be so much better this year because everybody, I know we've talked about this a bunch of times, came into camp bigger, faster, stronger, and everything. Again, you know, I'm always going to talk about my Clemson boys. Vic and Grady were both very disruptive. Again, they're not going to have the huge stats that you're looking for, and Grady's never going to get those huge stats. Him and Poe both. They're very disruptive on a lot of plays. So definitely check out again where FalconAlleyFootball.com. I think my article this week was the Brooks Reed Road Show. But you got to give it to Brooks. He, like I said, he played a really good game. Really stood out. Obviously had the game-winning tackle. But he, like I said, he really played a great game as well. It's hard to watch because you get really excited about what's going on and what they're showing you on TV, but you have to look. That's why I love being at the live games, not to mention just being at the live games, and get to have my effect on the team. But that they also, you can see other stuff besides what the camera's feeding you with the TV station and everything's feeding you. So a lot of times you get those on replays. If they're showing this replay here, but you look around, you can see who is close to the ball, who was doing something that was affecting it. A lot of times they do that analysis for you too, but definitely watch that. So I hope a ton of you guys are going to be at the game Sunday. It's going to be super exciting. I'm super excited because it is a night game. I'm taking off on Monday anyway, but that way, normally when I go to the games, even if I get a hotel and stay, I can't get into the hotel until after the game. So I change, get all set, have all the stuff in my car. There's maybe a chance you can get in depending on the exact minutes you arrive and all this kind of stuff, even for a 4 o'clock game. So this time I can have a nice peaceful drive down, get in the hotel and settle, get geared up. I got some special stuff to wear this week. Of course, it's opening of the Mercedes-Benz. I don't care about the college games. Love the United. Awesome that they're selling out and having a really good season. But this, to me, it's our place. I know it's Arthur's and it's for all these other events, but this is, to me, really the Falcons' home. So super excited to get in there. Hopefully get a picture with the Falcon this time, because there's not going to be a million people here this weekend too, but there was a ton of people there around it for the open house that we got to go to. And if anybody is not going to the game this weekend, doesn't live around the Atlanta area, or you have not seen pictures and glimpses and everything on my YouTube channel, which is FalconAlley 24, you can check out, I think there were 7 different YouTube pieces, and it tells you what you're seeing. That's included my tour of Mercedes-Benz when we were there. When, like I said, it wasn't game day. It's not crazy. There's a million people there. But it was, got to tour it and see everything so you can see the different things. Also, if you want to plan a little bit and say, I know I want to get in early and see everything, but this way you can also kind of see where stuff is, what's going on, the different things, like, I need to go see that loud. Because clearly nothing, like the Halo board, everybody talks about it. and it's nothing until you actually see it. So I can't wait to see actual games. Of course, then they had the players up there saying something or whatever, but for the game, you're going to get to see the plays up there, you're going to get to see replays up there, you're going to get to see hype up there, so it's going to be an incredible weekend. So I can't wait. So be sure to do what? 2 things. Check out FalconAlleyFootball.com for recaps, red hot news, quick injury update for you. Yesterday I had that Alex Mack and Duke Riley both had like some injuries or some tweaks or something. They weren't really calling them injuries. Both guys are perfect. The only person right now that is injured and probably not going to play, I think they've listed as definitely not, but I'm not staking my life on that, is Brian Hill. He's still injured from the preseason. So I think he is the only one that's definitely out due to injury. I will have updates on who is playing and who's not as soon as we get that information. But again, 2 things you need to do. Check out FalconAlleyFootball.com. Quotes, red hot news, articles, interviews, and stay in the fast lane and set your Twitter and Periscope notifications so you do not miss any of the happenings. I will have updates if anything's going on tomorrow. I will have updates on my drive, on the stadium, on the tailgating, on everything that's happening on Sunday. And of course, I'll have some Periscopes from the game, but I can't get too wrapped up in Periscope during the game because I need to yell. Because Aaron Rodgers, who is concerned about the ceiling, the roof being open or closed, and whether he can get some Chick-fil-A at halftime. Don't you worry, Aaron, I got you. We're going to take care of you this weekend. The Jack and Tack show is coming for you. Debo, Grady, there is so much that's going to happen. Remember that undrafted rookie that laid a hit out on you last year? Brian Poole, he's coming for you too. So stay in the fast lane, everybody. Twitter, Periscope notifications so you don't miss anything going on this weekend in Falcon Land. Rise up, Falcon Alley out.